This is what PvP at the highest levels looks like in Nier Reincarnation. I'll make sure to add a timer on the corner so you guys can see exactly how long it takes for it to load. Click on Mama. "15 seconds. "25. Okay, around 34 seconds. Now let's look at the fight. Of course, my 2B is running an agility set, so she'll be going first.
Commencing mission.
No, turns out the EX skill is pretty fast. I think that's EX skill. Too bad she hits one time, and I miss. Damn, unfortunate. Okay, who's going next? It seems no one's, Oh, 2B. Ah, well, it looks like it's over. I'm in 2P, by the way. Yep, I just click on the skills. Make sure those are all loaded. We can go ahead and times 2 speed. At this point, the match is won. Now, honestly, even though I agree that the loading times are long, I had a lot of fun in that arena match, all things considered. Maybe it's just because I love the aesthetics of my units. God damn! Or because winning is fun to me. Doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, many are not finding the same enjoyment. It seems to be the opposite actually. I made a Reddit thread hoping to see the exact problems people had with the PvP, and decided to make this video not only to address them, but to try and show what PvP can offer to those that are interested. Ultimately, my goal is not really to convince you to like PvP. I'll let you guys make that decision yourselves, since I know it's not for everyone. These seem to be the main issues people had with Nier PVP. The loading, I agree with. That it's not real PvP, that you're either fighting bots or what feel like bots. That there's too much RNG, that the RNG is not fair. That it's just a Dolphins or a Wells game. That is badly designed at a core and is more akin to whack Pokemon. I can see that, but I think it's more of a whack Pokemon plus scuffed poker, if I'm being honest. Now before we continue, I want to make this clear. No one is invited to the higher ranks. No one deserves or is entitled to these higher ranks, even if you pull your invitation. From the gacha, which I consider to be the Sword of a Titan, the barrier of entry is high as heck. The amount of grinding needed to optimize your team is ridiculous. Unfortunately, that's just the kind of game this is, and probably what Yoko Taro wanted. Now I split PvP into 3 segments: team building, the grind, and the climb. We're gonna skip team building for now, but we'll double back to it later, or you guys can look ahead, that's fine too. But what is the grind? The grind begins as soon as the PvP is available for the season. You get 1 or 2 arena coins, depending on your account strength, per win. You are grinding these coins to purchase items from the shop, many with insane value, and which are available weekly. Obviously, you want to have the highest win rate, attacking win rate, achievable with your account. The goal is actually to push for 100%. Yes, 100%. This means attacking the team you can almost guarantee a win against every time. I can see how this might be a problem. Honestly, I thought PvP was going to serve as a break from the grind. I could cut the amount of grinding I have done in half and I would still think it's too much. But the game seems to be designed for those who enjoy this kind of thing. Okay, now keep in mind, rank means nothing at this stage. Honestly, rank means nothing if it's not where you're actually placed at the end of the season. It is at this time when PvP changes from the grind to the climb. We are not in the climb just yet, by the way. I do think many people understood this and only pushed to see how high they could go, take their screenshot, and intentionally plummet in rank to continue with the grind. We do this by setting our defense to 1 unit. This is something everybody should be doing. It literally benefits everyone in the first 3 weeks of the season. Not only do you allow people to freely farm their 2 arena coins, it lets you drop in rank to fight weaker accounts and maintain the highest win rate possible. You guys that are in the top 10 are kinda blowing your load way too early. Having 1 defender also serves as a way to keep your hand hitting from when the climb begins. This is where the poker aspect, in my opinion, comes to play. You're choosing to play against someone because you think your hand is stronger based on what cards they're showing. Now, what do I mean by that? Before you pick an opponent, the game gives you hints. It's telling you what element they are using, and it's giving you one look at one of the units. We use this to our advantage. Now I'm going to show you guys a little screenshot. This basically shows my climb with my past team. I'll not show a screenshot of my past team as well. That team was not optimized for PvP. You can see 2B was running a PvE weapon. So that's why I was struggling. But that team was still climbing. That team got me to rank 5. Now let's look at my notes. This is what I'm trying to say. If you guys put your strongest defense team as your defense, or your strongest team as your defense, I now know what you guys are running, and whether I should be afraid or not. And even if there's something I should be afraid of, I can now rack my brain and come up with a counter. That is something you can do in this game. Okay, now we can take a step back and actually start thinking about team building. In my opinion, this is the foundation to achieve the strongest possible team at the moment. It would have to be 1 Gale with a CDR set, ignore mine, Agility, White Akeho, Agility set, of course, and a CDR Greatsword user, whether it's A2 or the Fractured Prisoner, I'm pretty sure. And now you may think, and of course they would all have to be max ranked if you're truly competing for the rank 1 spot. Now you might think this is something only achievable to Mega Whales, but let's really look into it. If we imagine this is an EX Gale, that means she was the dark character available to everyone. Some people even have her already. Okay, next, 2 weapons. Dark weapons, by the way. These are all farmable to everyone. Memoirs, all farmable. Companions, all farmable. They're given to everybody. Memoirs, all farmable. You don't have to pay to get these. Let's move on to Akeha. She would have to be pulled. But if we look at her second weapon, we actually got this greatsword for free. If we look at A2, her weapon was given to us for free. Not only that, she also has 2 dark weapons that she can use for her CDR set. This is mainly what most people are running at the highest levels of PvP. Akeha, with enough speed to go first, will buy you enough time for your CDR units to have their skills. So why is CDR so strong? CDR is strong because it bypasses RNG. Okay, I think now is a good time to talk about the RNG that is present in the game. When you go to attack, as you can see my 2B going to attack the opponent's 2P, there is a 10% chance you miss or your opponent dodges. Now I like to say miss because I like to feel in control, but you can say whatever, it's not really important. The rest of the 90% is split into 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, all the way up to 5, and each of these hits crits individually. Now that's a chain. So even if you go first, let's say you have 2000 agility. Even if you go first, hit all 5 times, and you have 99% crit chance, one-shotting someone is not guaranteed. If this happens, the value of the agility character plummets, since there's a chance they will never attack again. In the screenshot I'm showing, you guys saw how once EX Gale failed to kill someone, the game was basically over. On the other hand, you can potentially obliterate a character with 1 crit. I've done it many times. Many people seem to be displeased with this, but there are ways around it. If you truly hate RNG, you can run a mono-element triple CDR set. Skills can be dodged. This basically means CDR sets is able to bypass the RNG for hitting/missing, the RNG involved for the number of hits, and is much less reliant on the crit chance and damage RNG of the game. Unfortunately, this set can also lose if an agility character one-shots your carry, and we all know the RNG involved in that. Unfortunately, as well, the game itself seems to be RNG. The game seems to be more akin to gambling, and some people find that fun. Me included. Of course, it's a lot of farming to get these dark weapons all leveled up, especially if you want the characters. Some people seem to be mad about this, especially since they think it makes PvP, in a sense, kind of solved. Because in the future, we all know the best teams are going to have at least one, if not all, characters being dark characters. So that is a lot of grinding, and people seem to be mad. I don't know how to feel about it. I think it is a decision they decided to go with. Having the strongest units be farmable is something they decided they wanted to be in the game. That's fine with me. But those people failed to realize that even if everybody's using the same units, everybody's using the same weapons, they all have companions maxed out, so they're all interchangeable. The real difference is going to be the memoirs. This is the grinding that people are failing to realize. Forget the dark weapons farming. This grinding is so much worse in my opinion, because it's not fun at all. Not fun. Okay, I don't want to show too much. I don't want to spill the beans just yet on my team. But let's look at a random 2P memoir. Okay. No, I'm not going to say if this is the best one I have or the worst one I'm using. Who knows? It's probably in the middle. What this makes it so good? Well, it's a CDR set with the agility primary. That's hard to get because there's only one that drops this. Secondary, attack percent up. You want that. Critical damage percent up. Critical rate percent up. And HP percent up. The more percents, the better. And if 3 of them are attacking, then you're looking good. Now even this is worthless. This is trash. I would get rid of it right now because it has no agility. Instead it has HP. So yeah, to get the perfect memoir set, you will need to farm a lot. So if there's someone out there with perfect memoir sets and perfect dark characters, I'm fine with them getting rank 1. I am fine, letting them have their glory if they invested so much time into it. Because I know I invested a little bit and I'm having fun with what I invested. But there is someone out there who invested 10 times more, then they should be 10 times higher ranked than me. And I'm fine with that. And honestly, everybody shouldn't. They earned it. In a sense. And they're crazy, but they earned it. Well, some of you guys may now be thinking, okay, Ambush, so what if there is someone out there who has perfect memoir sets and has 3 dark characters? Is the game solved then? Is PvP bad because there's someone out there who can always win? Not really. Memoir sets will always be updated. Even now, I'm from what I hear, there's gonna be a new memoir set that's gonna trump even the CDRs. So the memoir sets will always be new and will spice things up in PvP. It will never be solved. And yeah, it's a lot of grinding, and that is off-putting to many, many people, especially fans of the original Nier, who maybe weren't expecting this kind of game. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just what we have at the moment. And I'm honestly in favor of more quality of life in the game. If it were up to me, we would have a times 100 run instead of just times 10. But I'm having fun with the game. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I plan on making at least a few more for the game, one more for PvP in specific. I know I personally had to unsubscribe from a few channels when they dropped Reincarnation, but that's not me. I truly enjoy the game, so like and subscribe if you guys want. A few words before I leave. Remember to stop measuring your dick size by your rank. That is not healthy. And I have to be honest, I have to come clean. I'm a poser. I've never played any of the Nier games or Drakengard, and I've only seen 2B porn like once, but that's beyond the point. Honestly, Yogotaro got me. He got me hooked with this game, so there's a pretty good chance I'll check out the rest of the series. Also, hell yeah, I'll delete my account if asked by the game, 100%. So please don't make me do it.